Unfortunately, most people consider the go-to strategy for vulnerability management patching. But that's IT cell thinking. In OT, it doesn't actually give you a lot of mileage. And why is that? Let me point you to a very drastic example. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a vendor product notification by Rockwell, and they were talking about specific models of static switches. And in their advisory, they tell you it's a security advisory for a new vulnerability in Stratix 5800 and 5200 switches. And now comes a direct quote. As of time of publication, no patch is available for this vulnerability, and multiple cases of active exploitations have been observed. Like, in other words, guys, sorry to tell you, but you are just finding yourself in your worst case scenario. So there is this vulnerability, it has been exploited, and no patch is available. Congratulations. So that is a real life story. You must factor something like this in. And what does this tell you? You cannot always bet on patching. So let's just assume, even if you had the capability, which most organizations don't, then if the patch is not available, then obviously you cannot patch. So that tells me that you must have alternative strategies. And usually those alternative strategies are a little bit more efficient because any patching regime is certainly not a long-term strategy, right? Because it's just for this latest vulnerability, for this latest CVE, then you have fixed the problem. But everybody knows that tomorrow or next week or next month, you might be plagued with new vulnerabilities. So then you go through that patching cycle again. So that is not really sustainable. So the alternative strategy here would be, as in most cases, to furnish a network segregation strategy, just for example. And that will give you a more sustainable approach to your vulnerability management.